Anakin, you little. Hi, I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex, and this is Jessa and Alex Watch.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Part 3.
Part 3. It always throws me off that there aren't titles for these episodes.
I know. I was going to say it's also season 1, episode 3, but I don't know if they're going to do a second season. They called it a limited series, but that doesn't mean it's not.
I don't think so. This feels very their story, the story of this adventure. I don't know what they would do to extend it, because we know a lot about Leia, so there's only so much we can play with in terms of her timeline, unless we're going to watch her become a young, and that's not Obi-Wan's show anymore.
Yeah, and if Obi-Wan, I think it's fine for Obi-Wan to have one big adventure during his exile where he goes off planet and does things. But if he does it again, if he does it more in successive seasons, it kind of ruins he's just a crazy old man who hides out in the Dune Sea kind of thing.
Kind of mentality that we know he must be.
But I think I kind of feel like with Star Wars, you kind of just have to almost imagine that they're all sort of separate canons that slightly overlap. The movie canon and book canon and comic canon and TV show canon, and they sort of overlap in a Venn diagram way sometimes.
It's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Star Wars gives you all of these little pockets, and then you create your own path, the one that you believe in.
Exactly.
Or make multiple timelines.
Right. Because I think if you try to squash it all into one solid line canon, you will lose your mind. Because this is a canon that has been edited from the very, 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 very beginning. It has been retconned and edited, written over. So you just kind of got to go with the flow with Star Wars. Is my advice.
Go with the Force, if you will.
Exactly.
So let's talk about where we were. Obi-Wan has rescued our child, Leia. And she is, as you pointed out, just Slippery McGee, just impossible to catch.
Yeah, he really should have asked her parents for whatever baby leash they use when they take her out in public.
Correct. But she finally has released a little bit of trust to him because he saved her, and in saving her revealed to her his Force powers, so now she, I think, feels like she can trust him a little bit more, which hopefully means she'll behave a little bit more. But I doubt it. I think she'll trust him, which means that she'll listen to him more. But I think if his motivations ever don't align with her motivations, then she'll try to escape again.
I think you're very correct there. And then, of course, the other big important thing that happened in the episode was Obi-Wan discovered that Anakin / Lord Vader was still alive.
Yes.
Does it make any sense that he spent 10 years without knowing that Vader has been terrorizing the galaxy? No, it doesn't.
Pick your timelines, Jessa. Pick your timelines.
See previous discussion,
Pick your timelines. I think everybody who enjoys big fandoms should read fan fiction. It's never a problem for me to pick and choose, because I'm just so welcomed to reading different views on worlds and different expansions or ideas or AUs,
I feel like if you're a Doctor Who fan, that's something you get really used to, because it has a 50-year, over 50, almost 60-year now existence, and in multiple different forms, and it is also always retconning itself. The Doctor was half human at some point. They've literally said his name on the show before, yet it became a whole massive plot point.
Now he's
seasons.
Just the Doctor. Okay.
They're ooh, what is the Doctor's real name? So whatever. Sometimes you're just sure, this is what we believe now. It's fine.
Sure. Suspension of disbelief.
Exactly.
But yes, and our a third sister. She did a bunch of jumps, and she gave a big lecture about failure, even though she failed. There we go.
And she killed the Grand Inquisitor.
Well, that's what's interesting about this show, right? Is like it like takes away, you have to be creative about how you do it, because it takes away the stakes, because you know that everybody who survives is gonna survive, right? Yes. So you have to really change the way you do the storytelling, because it's not about the suspense of who will live and who will die. It really has to be a compelling story about the journey. So
that's again the reason my mind immediately jumped to Doctor Who was because I'd made that comparison before to someone talking about, like, I mean, that's the prequel issue, right? You're never in suspense. You're never like, oh no, is Bilbo gonna die? If you're reading / watching The Hobbit, you know. So it does have to become about how are they going to get out of it? And that's the thing with the Doctor. Like, there's all of series 6 of Doctor Who. The whole thing is we see the Doctor get killed in the first episode and his body be burned, but you're like, you know, Doctor Who doesn't exist without the Doctor. So instead, it's not, ooh, is he going to die? It's, how's he going to get out of this? How did he avoid it? We just saw him definitely truly die. How did he get away from it? So yeah, I think that's got to be the trick if you're doing anything prequely, is not if, it's how.
Right. And I think I know I talk about this a lot. I think Rogue One, which is one of my favorite Star Wars movies, I think does that very, very well. I think you're just so connected to these characters, and it pulls on your heartstrings, and it really is about their journey and about their just willingness to keep fighting. Like that's what is compelling about that story. You're not like wondering what's gonna happen, because you know what's gonna happen.
Right.
It's really just about like falling in love with those characters and watching them, you know, go on this very heroic and selfless journey.
It is. It is.
Sorry, this is not a Rogue One episode. This is about...
No, but I mean, it could be. I love Rogue One. I'm always down to talk about it.
Yeah, but I do think this is doing a very similar thing. We're seeing a lot of like selfless, beautiful parents and characters that we know definitively will not make it.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Anyway.
All right, let's watch.
Let's watch it.
He'll reveal himself eventually, and I will be waiting.
I love, she has presence, you know, she has a strut.
Yes.
She's high drama, but
yes, I mean, all of my annoyance at Third Sister is because she's a terrible, evil character. But I think the performance is great, and I do love that actress.
Yes.
Anakin Skywalker is alive.
What if we called him? What if we said it like that? Anakin.
Anakin Skywalker. Somebody in the prequel says his name like that.
He's alive, Obi-Wan.
He's more machine than man now, though.
Obi-Wan
Kenobi. I don't love it.
This is really cool.
Hi.
Imagine designing a character that iconic.
I know.
He's coming, master.
The strut, though.
Yeah.
Work, cover girl.
walk, fashion baby.
I mean, I'm sorry. Darth is just like too iconic.
We have probes out. We're tracking all possible exits.
Speaking of
like
ultimate
Kylo wishes.
drama bitches.
Prove yourself and the position of Grand Inquisitor is yours. Fail
Babe, you
me.
know you're never gonna get promoted.
Yeah, you don't even have a British accent. Also, I feel like she has higher ambitions than High Inquisitor. I think she's trying to come for your helmet.
It's a trade route, Leia. I'm not in control of it.
Can't you use the force on it or something?
That's not how the Force works.
How does it feel when you turn on the light?
I feel safe. Lola!
You fixed her droid.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, this is too precious.
I know, my heart can't take it. I really can't handle it. I am one cute moment away from sobbing, okay? I am very fragile.
Oh, I saw Natalie Holt, the composer. I saw on her her Twitter, she posted the guy playing this. It's a crazy instrument. It looks like it's like PVC pipe. I don't even know what
It's
is.
very cool sounding.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing that scores like this and Star Wars and stuff like Star Wars and things like that are like, we're trying to create sounds that we're not familiar with. In turn, we get to like learn and experience these instruments that like we, you know, aren't like the common seven, you know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
it's very cool exposure to music.
Coordinates say the meeting point is further north. That is if our new friend was telling the truth.
Why would he lie?
People are not all good, Leia.
She's just so cute. I just can't get over her little walk and her outfit.
Oh,
I'll never get over it.
she's so little though. I really want him to pick her up. Like her little legs are going to be worn out. Although maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, she's walking off the energy.
Struggling.
Oh, we forgot to say this in the intro, but this is your first episode you haven't seen.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Is this a temple?
This is a fun architectured building.
I mean, I'd have a little attitude too if music like that played every time I walked somewhere.
I would be doing my little flippies. Sorry for the shade.
Oh! This is a location from Fallen Order, an underwater base.
I am the next in line.
Well, you're 5 and she's 3, so.
I just spoke with Lord Vader.
I will get what I deserve. Third sister.
Okay. But for right now, why don't you like send out what I said?
This is where he told us to come to.
Don't notice someone's with a preposition with.
Maybe they can give us a ride to the spaceport.
But it's not safe.
Go.
He seems friendly.
Leia.
He seems friendly. Actually, she might know.
It's not just she's got those powers.
This is my father, Orden. We're farmers from Tal. Father, aren't you going to say hello?
That's a weird story.
We got a bit turned around. We're looking for the nearest port.
Zach Braff.
It does sound like him now.
Thanks, Breck.
My pleasure. Hop in.
I don't trust Breck. They're
It's a naked mole rat.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the port in no time.
He's a naked mole rat. Don't think we should be sitting on here.
Love that it's a little homemade flag he just put on the back of his truck.
Absolutely. We love the Empire.
Well, hop in. Meet my new friends.
Oh my god. This is stressful.
I can see Obi-Wan's anxiety. Like he's doing such a good job, but I can just see him trying to rein it all in because he's also like done such a good job of hiding for so long. Like this is like, I can tell he's like.
You a miner?
Farmer. They know what they're doing, Leia.
Are you kidding me?
Sometimes when I look at Luma, I see her mother's face.
That was really too much, guys.
We all miss her very much.
Oh. I think that our little soldiers in white need some sensitivity training. That man just said that he lost his wife and that he was struggling, and they were like, yeah, well, like, keep an eye out for our
You knew her, my real mother, didn't you? Are you my real father?
I wish I could say I was. But no, I'm not.
Sometimes I try to imagine what he was like.
I wouldn't go down that path.
I remember a baby.
A baby?
Yes, I think I had a brother. Brack? Brack? Can we get off here?
I know these fellas.
Oh boy.
Also, just like big shout out to Leia, who's an incredible liar. Just very, very smooth. Mom and Dad, watch out for that teen. I mean, I guess that was insensitive. They won't be there. But
Obi-Wan, don't do that. That's
sus. So sus. Like, have they been told that he's traveling with a child? Because
I don't know.
They must not have, right? Because this is like clearly them. The third sister definitely knows that he has Leia.
Right.
I said raise your head.
Boy. Oh.
That's a little bit too far now, friend.
Just go around it. Just walking.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh boy.
Uh,
Oh. Hi, Mama Sand Snake.
nice.
Oh, she did a turn. She
did.
She said, well, yeah, her and Vader definitely have an entrance and exit thing that they can bond over. They both love a moment.
Miss home.
I'll be home very soon.
Thing.
Her short little legs.
I know. We'll never get over it. It'll be the last episode and we'll still be like, look at her little legs.
I know.
Lola, say hello.
He's just a loader. They don't allow them to communicate.
But what if he has something to say?
Oh, Baba.
Everything she says brings me immediately to tears. So we're just gonna have to just accept that as truth.
These days, the Empire hunts anyone who's force sensitive, even children.
I said open up.
Okay, I'm already attached to this droid, so.
Hey! I'm talking to you.
Actions speak louder than words.
It's just a loader. It doesn't understand. Come on.
Oh, I think he understands just fine.
You don't want to fight him. It's going to be like fighting the armorer on The Mandalorian, where she smashed everyone up with her big hammers.
Is it scary? Having to pretend.
Yeah, sometimes. But it's worth it if I can help people. She'll make a good fighter one day.
Yes, I think you might be right.
Everything is fine.
I joined up when the Empire stood for something. I made some mistakes.
We all did.
Gotta clear my ledger.
Ooh.
What's happening?
What is it? Ben.
Are they doing something that's attacking Jedi? Is he getting a flashback?
Hmm.
Oh, Big Papa's here.
Can you hide yourself, Obi-Wan? Like spiritually?
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how he was gonna. I do feel like they need to move.
He's trying to bring Obi-Wan out.
Go with Tala. I'll be right behind you. Get it, Alderaan.
Anakin, you little shit!
He said not to engage, but to sweep the town, search for others.
Very much like our pre-show conversation. How you gonna get out of this one? He said,
Little jog.
run and hide behind. Oh yes, not a run. Little jog, hide behind big rock. Oh, listen to his little theme.
What have you become?
I am what you made me.
All right.
I don't think that's fair, but
I think you got pulled into the dark side, and that's not Obi-Wan's fault.
see, she's smarter than the other ones.
But she also has like a lot of unchecked ego. So that's her downfall.
Yeah. And the thing is, she only exists in this show, so there's no telling.
Yeah, what happens to her becomes of her.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's not in good shape.
Years have made you weak.
Like you were saying last episode, he just hasn't been keeping up his training. There's
Yeah.
no way he's ready to go against this threat.
Go.
Okay, but we definitely can't leave you alone, baby girl.
Keep running till you reach the port. A pilot will meet you there.
Okay.
She's so little.
I know. Like every instinct in my body is like, protect her, protect her, protect her. Oh, Obi-Wan. Oh, God.
Should have killed me when you had the chance.
Oh, fuck off, Anakin.
Oh man, this is your whole section of your network is burned now, guys.
At least she gave them warning that they were compromised before
It's
she
true.
got in there.
But they all wrote.
Yeah, all of their symbols and yeah. Oh shit. Oh my God. Run, baby, run. What was that for? That's what that was for.
Your pain has just begun.
Very good. Very good. Our worker droid.
That's what Luke sensed from the very beginning. He's conflicted.
Extrapolate more on that.
He could have pulled Obi-Wan through the fire right there and killed him. But like Luke sensed from his first encounter with Vader, Anakin is conflicted.
About, because, yeah.
He's with his good.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Shit! Fuck!
Are you the one I'm supposed to meet?
No, you know.
No!
I take you from here.
Absolutely not. Oh no.
You can't end an episode with baby in jeopardy.
I'm literally so upset. I'm just gonna do a big broad strokes prediction here. That is it's pretty, I feel like it's a basic prediction. I'm pretty sure third sister is gonna die. I think she has to. I think she has to be our big bad. Like at the end of the season, we know like he's not gonna defeat Darth Vader.
Right.
You know, so I think we're really setting up third sister to die at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And be like their win.
Yeah.
Also, I will revel in watching her die, because if she harms a hair on that child's head,
yeah,
absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Like, I thought I was protective over that one. Oh no.
Yeah. We're on a whole
new
level.
A whole new level.
Yeah.
She said, what if he has something to say?
I know. Oh my goodness.
She's literally the best of us. She's the best.
Oh my God. The scene with her saying to Obi-Wan, "You knew my real mother, didn't you?" And then asking, "Are you my real father?"
My real dad. I could have burst into tears.
Oh my gosh. Oh, pain. Him saying, "I wish I could tell you that I
wish I
was."
I
Oh
wish
my God,
I really.
right. You can't look at that soft little baby and be like, "Oh yeah, your dad's the biggest monster in the universe."
Your
right
dad's
now.
the one that's hunting me and trying to kill us. Like,
oh. Well,
you know what? She has a dad, you know?
She does.
Plenty of people have biological crap parents, and that's
Absolutely.
not their parents, you know?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I think she's going to be okay, because she has a great mom and a great dad and a great Uncle Ben, and she's going to be all right.
She is going to be all right. Yeah. It was really cool. I love the creation of like the Jedi safety network. That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's again a thing kind of like the show Rebels, because they're sort of independent networks and independent rebel cells, and Rebels is about bringing all of those cells together to form the Rebel Alliance. So it's cool anytime we get to meet a new network or a new cell and see how people are like fighting against the Empire before they're strong enough to do an all-out war against them.
I mean, I'm really sad that they were exposed in this way. That can't be good for that whole system, because a lot of information.
Hopefully they were smart and didn't have like, this is the name of the next contact and this is where they're taking, hopefully it's
it doesn't
isolated.
seem like that was the case, and it seemed like by her like messaging in like we're compromised, that they expect it and have plans in place to prevent like too much of their system crumbling if one of their safe houses is
definitely that particular part of the network is burned, but hopefully they safeguarded the rest of it. Well, fun storytelling. I really enjoy what they're doing with this show, and for all that the grumpy old man and baby is the Mandalorian, the rest of it is an interesting, like, it's a new look and kind of new characters.
And new characters, and then also I think like a good respect and storytelling of old characters. I think it's Darth Vader is huge, right? Like we were saying in this reaction, like he is iconic as a villain, like one of the biggest villains of all time, period. So I think it could have been hard to put his grandness in a TV show like this in a retcon way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's people that produce Star Wars that are making it, but I think like when you have characters that are big and iconic like that, sometimes when you go to rewrite them, it gets a little muddled and things aren't right. But I feel like the grandeur of him is still very much intact here. And his storytelling is still like epic in the sense of the way he is in like the original Star Wars movies, you know, like that epicness of it is still there. Like I still feel the presence of destiny and all of that history when I like look at what they're doing with the show, especially like just him watching those flames and what you were talking about, like with him just watching Obi-Wan being pulled away. It's just, I think that's really hard to do. And it's impressive.
Yeah, I totally agree. There was a couple of people asked in the comments, and I realized that maybe you didn't actually understand this. In the last episode, when Obi-Wan sees the beggar, which I pointed out is the same face of Boba Fett, realized you might not remember from Attack of the Clones that he is the source of all of the clone troopers' biology. So that man was a clone trooper who had essentially just been retired.
Right. And, I didn't get that, and that's what my face was. I realized
that in the edit that you weren't like having a oh wow reaction, you were having a wait, why is Boba Fett here reaction.
Right, exactly. So sorry if that was my face. I haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels. I'm very new to the Star Wars fandom. I mean, like very new. It's been like 4 years now, but still for people have been like lifers with Star Wars, I'm still getting the lore. Now, I have a question for you as like an expert. So in this episode, it said they were also targeting force sensitive children. Now, Leia is like a Jedi, full Jedi, correct? Or is she considered force sensitive?
She's force sensitive. Jedi is a rank that is earned. You
okay, great.
Train and become a Jedi.
Okay, I think force sensitive makes a lot of sense for her because she's like more. I really love her like mind use of it. I think that's like very interesting and very cool, and I don't know if this happens a lot in like other like the books are obviously like the other like animated shows that I haven't watched yet, but like I haven't seen a lot of that being used in that way, and I think that's really cool. And it also makes a lot of sense with Ben Solo.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And that because he's really into mind force stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We're clearly enjoying this show and we can't wait to watch the next episode with you. If you're enjoying these reactions, we would love for you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you know when our next video is coming out. Bye. Guys, the amount that Jessa and I squealed when General Hux showed up on the ride.
Yes. Oh my God. We flipped out.
Like no one else, like people around us were like, why are they freaking out? And it was because General Hux had arrived.
He's very dear to us.
Very dear. We love him so much.